Hey guys, it's your girl Linnee and welcome to InnerBeautyOut, and if you're here for the first time, welcome to the channel and welcome to the family. I hope that you will enjoy the content that is on my channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell sign so that you can be notified whenever a new video comes out. It will make me so happy that you have joined the family. I am super excited because we've come so far. You guys have grown with me so much. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers and I cannot believe it. It's been a long time coming, but I am super excited about this journey and can't wait to see what more is in store in the future. Today we're not going to make the intro any longer, but I just want to stop and just really say thank you to those who have been riding out with me and have been supportive, even though I haven't been as consistent in my postings and stuff of that nature. But hopefully we can get back on track, being that the weather is looking absolutely amazing. So I'm excited for what is to come. I really wanted to come to you guys and share a quick video on this foundation that I have received from a great company called Dermablend. If you are not aware of their company, they've been around for a good amount of time. And I remember back in the day, outside of drugstore foundation, this must have been my very first high-end foundation that I've ever tried. And when I say that, I mean, like, I remember trying, I was such an oily girl that I was in the market for a foundation that would not only cover all of my imperfections, but obviously to stay put regardless of whatever the weather may be like. And I remember meeting another fellow makeup artist, and at the time I didn't know that I would become one, but I remember her using and raving about Dermablend's Leg and Body, and they were actually using it on their face as foundation. It was that full coverage, and at the time I really didn't know. I just knew it said Leg and Body, and I knew it probably wasn't meant for the face, but regardless of the fact, it would never, like, it stayed put. Like, it was just there and flawless. So eventually I evolved in terms of my makeup journey, but I have always had a love or a sweet spot for Dermablend, and I actually reached out to them and they sent me one of their newest products, which is their Smooth Liquid Camo Medium Coverage Foundation, and it comes in this packaging. It is super nice. I was actually pretty pretty surprised that they were actually able to send me out some stuff. They sent me out their amazing loose setting powder, which I live by as an artist today. Probably before then I probably wouldn't know how to use this, but this will set your foundation and not let it move or crease. Okay, so let me explain why I'm so infatuated with these things. So we're gonna go in with, we'll talk about this since we were just really like ranting and raving about it. Okay, so we know how we've been in the trend right now with baking and all that stuff, and sometimes the powders and setting powders that we've been really seeing on trend right now, which I am not knocking at all because I absolutely love them and I mix them interchangeably. However, I find that using them on their own oftentimes dry out underneath my eyes, and then I start creasing and like the product starts to separate and it just looks patchy and it looks really made up, like cakey. So I have been put on back to Dermablend, actually by a fellow celebrity makeup artist. She is super awesome. She is all about the melanin skin. Her name is Mally Magic, and I was grateful and blessed for the opportunity to work with her slash assist her on a couple of jobs, and she lives by Dermablend, and it really brought me back. I'm like, whoa, like where have I been? Like, why have I just been sleeping on this? And so I ended up trying it out and I absolutely love the way it sets the face. It does not, the product itself is so finely milled that it's literally like particle dust, like what you would see pollen in the air, right? And it's just so fine. It's not like your traditional setting powder that's really opaque, but this definitely gets the job done, and a little bit goes a long way. You do not need to go in like heavy and be like, I'm about to bake this face, because it doesn't need that. It doesn't need you to do all of that, I promise. So like I mentioned, so I would just basically take this on any kind of brush, like this NARS brush that I have here, or any kind of tapered brush similar to this Morphe 438 brush. And I would just take a little bit on the tip of the brush, dab it on my hand to like release any excess, because it is a loose powder and you don't want everything flying over, and you don't want to like put too much. You want to control the amount that you have. So I would literally like press a little bit of the excess product on the back of my hand, and then go in under my face and like literally pat and roll, and that's the method that Mally actually lives by, right? So that's part of her secret techniques that she somewhat shares some on her Snapchat. If you follow her on Snapchat, you'll see that. But I definitely believe that it really does the job, and you'll see and you'll notice that you don't necessarily have to rush through the process. Like, take your time and really set your face, and it will remain flawless throughout the day. So anyway, I really love this because it is a mattifying product that doesn't, I would say it's like a demi matte, because it still leaves what appears to be skin-like texture on your face, so you're not completely, you know, like making it super matte. It gives you a nice demi matte finish. That's what I would say. So it says that it's wearable up to 16 hours, and this is transparent. So even though it looks white here when you put it on your face, you may have a little bit of a white cast, a very light white cast that isn't going to be picked up on camera. But what I would go in after the fact, and you'll see me do it in a tutorial, is that I'll go in with whatever powder that I want to bring back color to my face with, similar to what you would do when you're like baking, and just bring the color back with any of that. And so this is amazing because it makes it smudge resistant. It really locks in the makeup. I can touch my face and, like, you know, I won't have any product. It feels soft. It doesn't feel sticky. It really just allows my face to look super flawless. So I can't speak enough about how amazing this is. This is an industry favorite. You will find a lot of celebrity makeup artists having this within their kit. So if you are trying to start out and you're looking for products that are going to last a long time, that are worth the investment, I would say to go ahead and purchase this, because it is absolutely bomb, like bomb. Alright, so the next thing that I have here is the Dermablend Professional Smooth Liquid Cameo Foundation. Like I mentioned before, I used to use Leg & Body, and that bottle is huge, and it will last you a long time. It does oxidize, because a lot of their products have SPF within it, which is awesome, because, you know, being in the sun, a lot of times we tend to be afraid of SPF because of the oxidation. We need to be able to protect our skin against the sun, the UV rays. You don't know what kind of, you know, how long you'll be out in the sun sometimes, and you just really want to be able to protect your skin in terms of that, so you don't have any discoloration, you know, and things of that nature. So it is super important to have sunblock, and if not, get a foundation that has it already. So basically, this Smooth Liquid Cameo Foundation is twice the coverage of classic foundation for up to 16 hours of color wear. It is lightweight. It is lightweight texture with a matte finish, all day hydration, suitable for sensitive skin. It states that this is the type of foundation that it is, and I must say that I definitely agree with this. It is definitely a mattifying foundation. The texture of this particular product, as soon as you squeeze the bottle, is very mousse-like. It is an oily base, so you'll notice that as soon as you actually put the foundation on your face, that it will start to cling to your face. So I would suggest, prior to putting this on, although this says that it is a mattifying foundation, you will want to moisturize your skin really well. So that way it allows you to have an even coverage. I traditionally go through the normal steps that I go through in terms of wearing foundation, although because this is such a full coverage foundation, I do not find myself having to color correct. As far as it being lightweight, I really don't feel like anything is really on my face. I really went for a lighter coverage, and I know someone has mentioned this in a previous comment when I did Anastasia's the Anastasia foundation stick review, is that sometimes I tend to go too light. I personally feel like I have to go that light in order to match my neck and chest. I am super duper light, as you can see, and right now my face matches my chest, and I'm always like, I'm big on being able to warm up the face. So imagine if I went in with a warmer foundation or a shade lower and then tried to warm up my face would be too red for my body. So that's why I have to make it as, you know, like, I make it bright and then bring it back down. You know what I mean? So as long as it blends, it's okay. But my face is just naturally darker than my actual body, and that's because I didn't wear sunscreen on my face for a very pretty long time growing up. And so now my body, which is interesting because I would definitely sunscreen my body, but I wouldn't sunscreen my face. And I thought that would make me break out back in the day, but it's important now. So that is one of the reasons why my face is dark, and I have to go lighter on the face in order to match the rest of my body. Anyway, all that goes to say, as far as the long wear, I wore this for about 10 hours before I started to see some kind of oil breakthrough. And even with that, even though I did see some oily spots while wearing this, it was about literally 10 hours. I found that it was really because I didn't blot in between, which is, you know, you can't help but not blot, right? There's no foundation that's going to really wear without, you know, having to touch it up a little bit. Not necessarily redoing the whole process, but definitely like touching it up with some blotting powder or something of that sort, or removing the excess oil. That was a tricky one. Alright, so but I did not find any kind of separation in terms of my foundation. I typically do the same prep work that I do with any foundation. The only thing that I do find is that I don't necessarily have to color correct. So I do go in with a skin smoother. I do go in with a mattifying primer, a pore primer. I definitely moisturize with something that is more geared toward oily skin, so it's not like sitting on the skin as far as oil, like a water-based primer. But other than that, like, it's pretty much the same routine. I just get to skip a step in terms of like the color correction because this foundation is very full coverage. So I do hope that you enjoy this. I really hope that you get a chance to try this out. It is suitable for sensitive skin. I feel like Dermablend is one of those companies that they really do care about people's skin, and so you know, they tend to promote a lot of stuff based on around that. So it's definitely something to look into. I would suggest going this. This is medium coverage, but it is buildable. It can be layered up to full coverage. I would even say, yeah, I wouldn't even say medium. I think it's like medium full, like right on the brink, because it's that, yeah, like it's like that. But again, if I would suggest to pick anything out from them, definitely pick up the Dermablend setting powder, the transparent one. It's called Loose Setting Powder by Dermablend, and it is amazing. And then, you know, if you want to try out the Cameo foundation, this is great in time for the summertime because you will not be looking cray out here, okay? As far as the packaging goes, it is 30 milliliters, which is 1 fluid ounce of product that you get in here. As far as it is, you do get to see the color of the foundation, which is true to what you actually get when you squeeze it out of the packaging. It tells you the color or shade that you're expected to get as far as what it shows, which is Cafe. It has a description about it. It does not list ingredients in terms of what it is made of. This will probably be found in the actual box that it comes in. It is a nozzle type of squeezy tube kind of like packaging, which I feel like is pretty good. I feel like I'm going to get every bit and ounce of my product. I'm glad it's not in a glass packaging or anything of that sort, and I feel like Dermablend is pretty good with using these type of squeezy bottles, and I feel like it's more hygienic that way if you plan to use this in a kit. And I also think that it is also great for travel. Because not only will people be able to see what it is as far as, like, you know, the airport people, airport police, not airport police, I forget what they're called, but anyway, this is great for travel. It's compact, it's tiny, it's not bulky, it's super like flat. So it's a little hard to kind of figure out how to like really understand this a little bit, but What I'm understanding this to be is that L'Oreal USA is the parent company and Dermablend is a brand that is underneath L'Oreal. So it is part of their professional line. Basically, it is a market leader in corrective cosmetic makeup. It is recommended by dermatologists and plastic surgeons worldwide. Dermablend professionals provide the most complete natural looking coverage for minor to major skin imperfections for men, women, and children of all skin types and skin tones. All Dermablend cosmetics are dermatologist tested, allergy tested, non-comedogenic, non-acnegenic, fragrance free, smudge resistant, and long lasting for up to 16 hours of consistent color wear when worn with the setting powder. Okay? Okay. So this is why. So this is really, really awesome. They have a lot of stuff. They have cover creams, quick fix concealers, smooth indulgence foundation and concealer, leg and body cover. This is what I was talking about. It camouflages all body skin flaws below the neck, including varicose and spider veins, tattoos, and bruises. That's what they were really, really known for. Quick fix illuminator, skin perfector primers, which I've never tried yet before, but that sounds awesome, and that's something that I would definitely look into. But I just wanted to bring this to you. I did not want to make this video super long. If you have not had a chance to check this out, I would suggest that you do. Dermablend, I'll put like the locations where you can have access to these products, and you of course can order them online as well. They're super great, super flawless. As you can see, like, I'm in front of some hot lights and I have no sweated beads. I have super flawless skin right now. I'm pretty feeling myself. I'm feeling myself pretty good. Pretty good. Well, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment below on whether you've tried it or whether you are looking to try it, what your experience has been with it, and share this with your friends. And I hope to see you in my next one. Again, thank you for the newcomers who have joined the Inner Beauty Out family, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. I'll see you. Bye!